Almost dead. Now, fave number 10 is also from Earthwise. But this one, like I said, Earthwise makes really great products that we can use outside, around our homes to just to bring the life and the beauty back to our homes. And what you're looking at right here is a pressure washer. It's very different from a lot of pressure washers that you'll see in the big box stores because it's a lot smaller, it's a lot more compact. Typically, pressure washers are huge. Well, I won't say huge. I'll just say they are considerably larger than this one, okay? I'll say that. They're heavy. They require gas, like actual gas, which means you have to have gas, you know, in containers around your home when you use it. You have to like pull the string. That's the technical term, to start it. You've got fumes, they're loud, but not this one from Earthwise. It's 1750 PSI, which is pressure per square inch. So you have a nice, powerful electric pressure washer. Yes, electric. You can plug it in with either straight into the wall, or you can use an extension cord if the cord that has come along with it, which is 35 feet. If this is not long enough for you, you can plug it into an extension cord and have even more feet, okay? And then you can roll this anywhere and everywhere around your home, on the outside of your home, because you see how big these wheels are? These are big, they're sturdy, so it is gonna be easy if you need to roll this over the grass or obviously over pavers or things like that. They can easily roll there. But you have all of the power of cleaning with water, and done stronger and more effectively than if you were gonna use a garden hose. Because think about this, sometimes, you know, when we were younger, if you wanted more power to come out of your garden hose, you would just put your finger over the top and you would feel like, okay, that's the power I want. That does not even start to compare to the power that a pressure washer can give to you. Now, it is adjustable, so you wouldn't want it to be at full pressure when you're, let's say, washing your car. But you would want it to be at full pressure when you're trying to clean all of the mold and all of the gunk and the debris off of, let's say, the fence along your property line. Or maybe it is off of your lawn furniture that has been sitting outside and really getting kind of, you know, kind of moldy and pollen and dirt and mud and everything else on it. You want that power to be able to get into all of the nooks and the crevices of those kinds of things. You want the power of a pressure washer like this to be able to clean those pavers that you might have, or the driveway, or the walk up to your front door, or even the attachments to reach higher areas like second-story windows, so that you don't have to get up onto a ladder to do it. This is something that you can easily do. And you're using the power of water, but not even as much water as you would possibly think. Because I used to think, love pressure washers, they work great, but they do use a lot of water. Not this one. It uses a fraction of the amount of water that you would use if you were actually using just the regular water hose. So this is what you do. You've got two spots here, you've got two openings. One spot here is gonna be for you would hook in your regular garden hose, and then the other spot is where you hook in the tube that comes right along with this, and then you would attach your actual tool. And this is, we have the extension on here, so if you did need to get, let's say, up to a second-story window or something,